Welcome to your coverage of Missoula's sports heroes. You're tuned in to the Missoula Prep Sports Network live stream of local sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen.
This presentation of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness, the only gym from Montana for Montana.
Check it out.
MPSN is your leader in Missoula's prep sports.
Woo!
We now take you to the action on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Everybody hustles out there, okay, guys? Nobody quits.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Missoula Prep Sports Network's presentation of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. I'm Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park. We're going to go ahead and jump into our starting lineups for today's matchup. It's Game 6 of the tournament, and we have the Vauxhall Jets taking on the Great Falls Chargers. Starting things off with the Chargers being the home team, so it is Johnny Volcano, number 16, the shortstop, leading off for Vauxhall. Batting second will be number 53, Carlin Dick, the right fielder. Max Grant, number 17, will bat third. He's going to hold down third base. Batting fourth is number 3, Shane Campbell. He's the first baseman today. Batting fifth is Evan O'Toole, the designated hitter. The second baseman, Nick Gravel, number 34, will be batting sixth. Batting seventh is number 29, Ty Weavers, the catcher. Batting eighth is number 23, Josh Mullaney, the center fielder. And capping off the lineup, number 44, Logan Grant in left field. The pitcher is number 6, Ben Adams. For the Great Falls Chargers, it's number 20, Travis Stouter, the left fielder, leading things off. And actually, we're going to hold off on positions because just as we were getting ready to go on air, we were informed that there's some changes to the Great Falls roster. So we'll give you the order and we'll figure out positions as they go on the field. So leading off the order is number 20, Travis Stouter. Batting second is number 12, Derek Spring. Cale Richards, number 1, will bat third. Number 22, Cale Cromwell, will bat fourth. Batting fifth is number 5, Josh Lowry. Braden Hurst is your sixth batter. He's number 7. Batting seventh is number 24, Tyler Marr. Batting eighth is number 23, Hunter Hauk. And number 4, Logan Hust, will round out the order. So we'll get you the lineup as the positions as they come in onto the field once we get the game going. We had 4 great games yesterday at Lindbergh Craig Field, as Great Falls would start off with a win against Butte. Vauxhall would have a win. As we get ready for the national anthem, we're actually going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have your starting pitch.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on Reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at mpsn406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we get set to go for today's game, Game 6 of the 2019 Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. And just a recap on Day 1, we would have Great Falls open up against Butte, and Great Falls would get the win over Butte. The next game would be Vauxhall against the Miners, and Vauxhall would get the impressive win 19-0. The Miners would fall to Great Falls 8-0. Both those games would be 5-inning games due to the 8-run rule in 5 on 7 innings. So then the third game that came up was the Bozeman Bucks and the Coeur d'Alene Lumbermen, and the Bucks would get the win over the Lumbermen once again in 5 innings. The nightcap would be a special game as it would go extra innings. We'd go 8 innings. It'd be a conference game to start things off for the conference season for the Missoula Mavericks and the Bozeman Bucks. And the Mavericks would get it in a walk-off fashion, 8-7 over the Bozeman Bucks. So that is a recap bringing us to today with the Great Falls and Vauxhall. So our next game will be at 12:30, Great Falls versus the Bozeman Bucks. 3:30 game is Coeur d'Alene versus Butte, and the nightcap, Missoula Mavericks. The Coeur d'Alene Butte game is at 3:30, and then Missoula and Coeur d'Alene will be at 6 o'clock. So that's your lineup for today. We've got Wayne Wade as our plate umpire for the first game today, and the general, Glenn Welsh, is in the field. As the crowd comes in, and we're playing at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, home of the Missoula Osprey Pioneer League team, and quite a bit more seating here than over at Lindbergh Craig Field. So even though we do have a good crowd here, it's spread out because of the seating. We have Mr. Braden Welty warming up on the mound, and Johnny Volcano is coming to the plate as we speak. So Volcano, the shortstop, will lead things off, and we'll have to figure out positions as they go. Great Falls wearing their charcoal jerseys. Sometimes it's kind of difficult to see the numbers. Here's the first pitch of the game by Welty, and it's going to be smacked high. First pitch is at 9:59 as it's going to go foul off the fence.
First pitch at 10 a.m. Game time temperature at the Missoula International Airport, 56 degrees.
We've got 55 degrees with a west-northwest wind of 5 miles an hour. And we'll start off with a strike on the foul ball for Volcano. Now, the Jets, as Volcano punches one high, foul for strike 2. So 0-2. And this one will be in play. And called off. The right fielder puts it in the glove, and that will be out number 1.
The right fielder, number 53, Carlin Dick.
Brings us to Carlin Dick. Dick will settle in with 1 out on the board. Welty, a left-handed pitcher. As the pitch comes in for ball 1. And we have not seen Welty as of yet. And this one will be bounced out. Welty is going to have a run, a toss, and we have out number 2 with 1 pitch.
Number 17, Max Grant.
Brings us to Max Grant, the third baseman for Vauxhall. And if Great Falls is able to put down Vauxhall in the opening inning, that'll be the first time in the tournament. They're 2-0. Beat the Mavericks on the opening night, Friday night, as this one's hummed right over the top of the second baseman. It's going to bounce in the gap, and there is your first runner of the game for Vauxhall.
First baseman, number 3, Shane Campbell.
Brings us to Shane Campbell. Campbell, a right-handed batter, settles in. He's holding down first base for the game today. And an inside pitch off the toe of Campbell will put runners at first and second
Designated hitter, number 27, Evan O'Toole.
with 2 outs. The designated hitter, Evan O'Toole, at the plate for Vauxhall. Now, Friday night, I used electronic stats, so I don't have the Friday night stats for Vauxhall, as this one's going to be beat down the third baseline fair. It's going to go deep into the corner. 1 run will score as they hold up the runner at third, and the double will earn a run to put Vauxhall on the board first. 1-0. Two outs on the board as we come to Nick Gravel, the second baseman, number 34. And we've got Shane Campbell at third and Evan O'Toole at second off the double, with Max Grant scoring the first run. Here's the pitch. And we'll be outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Gravel yesterday, 2 for 5 with a run and 2 RBIs. Here's the pitch. And this is going to be fouled back into himself for strike 1 to even out the count. Looking at the schedule, though, for Vauxhall, they will not play the Bozeman Bucks. And that's the only matchup that we're not going to get to see, is Bozeman played very well last night against the Mavericks, and the bunt laid down the third base line will be strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Sounds like we got a little bit of music or something going on here at the stadium. Nick Gravel looking at a 1-2 count with runners at second and third, 2 outs on the board. Here's the pitch by Welty, and he'll let Gravel, I apologize, will back off, and we get to an even count at 2-2. The catcher in the on deck circle. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be a liner out to right field. Runner's going to score from third. The runner from second is around the corner at third and comes in, and that's 2 runs earned off of the single to put Vauxhall up 3-0 to start things off. As Campbell comes in and O'Toole comes in. And with 2 outs on the board, we come to the number 7 spot batter, Ty Weavers, the catcher, number 29. And on Friday night against the Mavericks, Vauxhall would bat through their order in the first inning. Yesterday against the Miners, they would bat through to their number 8 spot batter, as Welty will drop one in for strike 1. Welty with the stretch. And an inside pitch to even us out at 1. One thing that I've really noticed about Vauxhall is their patience. Yesterday against Butte, they could have really run things up, but they just routinely would have hits that could have been large runs, but they would keep the bases loaded and just keep the system rolling, and that's going to stay fair on the third base line. Throw to first will end the side. So 3 runs earned with 1 left behind for Vauxhall. It's 3-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we drop to the bottom of the first inning, where Great Falls will have their turn to bat against Vauxhall with Ben Adams on the pitcher's mound for Vauxhall. And I believe we've got the position straight, so we're going to roll with this. Leading off is Travis Stouter. He is at second base. Batting second is number 12, Derek Spring, the DH, and number 1, Cale Richards, the first baseman. That is your scheduled lineup here in the bottom of the first inning. Vauxhall with 3 runs after they were knocked down with 2 outs, and that is just kind of how the system, the machine of Vauxhall has been humming along in this tournament, patiently just putting runs on the board. As Ben Adams warms up. Our next game today on the schedule will be at 12:30. Great Falls versus the Bozeman Bucks. Conference teams facing each other in Game 7. So we got Stouter at the line, or in the box, I should say, not at the line. And Ben Adams ready for his first pitch of the game. Here's the stretch. And over the plate for strike 1, lefty versus lefty. Welty a lefty for the Chargers. Here's the pitch. And we go even at 1. Great Falls winners yesterday against as a swing for strike 2 against Butte to start their tournament playoff. 8-0 in 5 innings. They'd get 8 runs off of 8 hits. 3 runners left behind. Here's the pitch. And this one's going to be slapped foul down the third base line, or first base line. The count stays at 1-2. So for Stouter yesterday against Butte, he would go 1 for 3, singled his first at bat, had a sac fly, and then a hit by pitch, earned a run as this wild pitch is going to get away to get us even at 2 on the count. Pitch by Adams. And a strikeout for out number 1. We move to Derek Spring, the designated hitter. Adams now with the stretch and the set. And outside on the left-handed batter for ball 1. Pitch. And a foul ball. Gets us even at 1. Now Spring pitched against Butte yesterday. So we did not see him in the order, as this one's looped over the top of the second baseman's head, and Spring will find himself on for the first hit of the game for Great Falls. And I was just going to get to the fact that Spring is a consistent slugger for the Chargers, as the Mavericks see Great Falls on a regular basis, and Spring is usually one of the young men that is keeping Great Falls ahead. So that moves us to Cale Richards, the first baseman. And Adams will deliver a strike for the first pitch. Had a little bit of moisture overnight. Clouds still hanging out there. Supposed to be about the same as yesterday, as this pitch is going to be low for ball 1. 1-1 on the count for Richards. A little bit of a breeze. Having that flag wave in the outfield. And a foul ball into the backstop will get us to strike 2. 1-2 on the count. Now Richards was the designated hitter yesterday against the Miners, and he would go 1 for 3 with a run and an RBI. Had a single his second at bat, as we get ball 2 to make it an even count. Tomorrow's games will be back here at Allegiance Field, Ogren Park. Pitch on the way. This one's going to be slapped right at the pitcher. Tag at first and the stick at second, and that will end the side. So the Chargers not able to get any runs. They do get a hit, and it stays 3-0 Vauxhall. Top of the second inning right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, this is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, as we've got Game 6 of the Missoula Mavericks 2019 Memorial Day Tournament. The Vauxhall Jets and the Great Falls Chargers. Jets batting at the top of the second. They lead 3-0, 3 runs off of 3 hits in that opening inning. And so now Braden Welty, we'll see if he can hold off Vauxhall. Bottom of the order to start things off, 8-9 batters. Josh Mullaney, the center fielder, number 23.
The center fielder, number 23, Josh Mullaney.
The left-hander will settle in, and Welty with the stretch for the first pitch of the inning. And he'll find the plate for strike 1. And with the Miners no hitting, and this one's going to be into center field with out number 1 in the glove. 2 pitches and an out here in the top of the second inning. But with the Chargers no hitting the Miners yesterday, Derek Springs standing tall on the mound. We've only seen the one pitcher from Great Falls this weekend. So Welty getting into it. Now the Mavericks have played against the Chargers 4 times this year, as this one's going to be swung on and missed for strike 1, with Logan Grant, the left fielder, standing in the box. He's the number 9 batter, so the top of the order stands in the on-deck circle. Here's Welty with the delivery, and he'll have it sent in for ball 1. 1-1 on the count. The Jets opened up their play this morning with 3 runs, but they wouldn't come until there's 2 outs on the board, as this one's going to be rolled out. Second baseman can't put a glove on it, and this will put a runner on with 1 out here in the top of the second. Swings us to the top of the order to Volcano. Johnny Volcano, the shortstop. The stretch and set. And a low pitch to start things off with the ball. Volcano would go for a pop out to lead things off against Great Falls. Here's the 1-0 by Welty. And we get ball 2, 2-0. To Volcano. One thing that I've really been impressed with Vauxhall, and that's not just this year, is this one's going to roll out. The second baseman's not able to get a hand on it, and we're going to have our first error of the game. So Volcano reaching off of the error. Brings up Carlin Dick, and they're going to call that one a hit. As we get another one rolling out to the second baseman, the runner at second is waved around. That will put runners on the corners as Vauxhall will make it a 4-0 game on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. With Logan Grant scoring on the play. That puts runners on the corners with one out here in the top of the second inning, with Max Grant coming to the plate. Great Falls catcher Braden Hurst will stand in front of the plate and signal the field for where the out is at as Max Grant settles in. Here's the pitch by Welty. And it's over the plate for strike one. Grant would be the first hit of the game as he would get loaded on, and then he would earn the first run of the game to start things off for Vauxhall. 0-1 on the count, runners at first and third. Here's the pitch. And that one is going to get the hip of Grant, and he'll be loaded on with the hit by pitch. Taking us to Shane Campbell, the first baseman. One out and bases loaded here in the top of the second for Vauxhall. And they were in a situation like this yesterday against Butte. And this is where the machine went to work. Pitch on the way. And that one's off the toe. Wild pitch gets away. Runners will advance, and that brings one run home from third as Volcano will score on the wild pitch. And we go 1-0 to Campbell. Campbell was hit by a pitch, his first at bat. Grant now with the stretch and set. And a shot into center field. Center fielder will come up, does have it in the glove. The runner at third will tag. Nope, he's going to come back. Runner at second is too far committed. Now we get a throw with the error on the, and two home, and now we've got the runner stuck at second. He'll slide back in, and after a little bit of catch, the Jets will add a run to make it 6-0. With Shane Campbell coming in. Takes us to Evan O'Toole. Here's the pitch. Outside, and it's ball one to O'Toole. O'Toole singled his first at bat, as he's going to shoot this one deep into the gap, and a run down in the glove, and that will finish out the side. So 3 runs earned with one runner left behind, and it's 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Great Falls will get to bat right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by 5 Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, 5 Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. 5 Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN. Mike's Print and Copy is your locally owned print shop. Whether it's custom letterhead or business cards, Mike and his friendly staff understand that your business is important to you and will make sure that your project is handled in a professional and timely manner. Drop into Mike's Print and Copy to have them take care of your printing needs. Stop by 1503 South Russell or give them a call today at 406-728-3363 to have Mike's Print and Copy take care of your printing needs. Mike's Print and Copy is a proud sponsor of high school sports in Missoula and the surrounding community.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from Missoula Prep Sports Network. Bottom of the second inning here at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park, where the Vauxhall Jets lead the Great Falls Chargers 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. We've got Ben Adams warming up on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound, and leading things off for Great Falls will be Cal Cromwell, the shortstop. So 4, 5, 6 batters on the schedule here in the bottom of the second. Here's Adams with his first pitch of the inning, and he's going to come inside for ball 1. Pitching has been top notch for Vauxhall all weekend long. As we get one over the plate by Adams to even the count out at 1. We'd see Mako on Friday night against Missoula, and that young man, the action on his pitch was just unbelievable, as this one's going to be banged foul down the third base line for strike 2. So 1-2 on the count. As Adams settles in. And then yesterday it was Reese Keller who went 3 innings, as this one's going to be hopped right up over our heads, foul, to go to leave the count at 1-2. Matty Chuck would come in and pitch the final inning, final 2 innings, I should say, as we get a high pitch to even us out at 2 on the count. Pitch on the way, and across the toes to give us a full count at 3-2. Great Falls able to get a hit in that first inning. And a walk to start the inning for the Chargers.
Center fielder number 5, Josh Lowry.
Brings us to the center fielder, number 5, Josh Lowry. Adams with the stretch. And showing bunt, and this one's going to be away from the catcher, Ty Weavers, advancing the runner to second. We get ball 1. Good reaction by Weavers. Now the pitch. And we get ball 2. So Adams, who came out hot, is pitched 5 balls and 2 strikes. He's had a foul tip in that number as well against the last 2 batters, as this one will find the plate to get him into the count at strike 1. 2-1 on the count as Weavers sends in the pitch. Pitch on the way, and a swing will get us even at 2. So Lowry biting on the pitch. Lowry would bat in the number 5 spot as well yesterday against Butte. Lowry 0 for 3, did get walked his, well, he got walked his first and last at bat. Earned a run that last at bat as he struck out here for out number 1. So 1 out, 1 on here in the bottom of the second.
Catcher number 7, Braden Hurst.
With the catcher Braden Hurst coming to the plate. Cal Cromwell stands at second. Adams will check him, and now the stretch. Outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch. And this one's punched straight up in the air. It's going to be a foul and come down on the concourse down the first base line to even the count out at 1.
Please bring foul balls to the press box. Thank you.
So at 1-1, Adams will lean in and get the pitch from Weaver. Now the stretch and set. And inside for ball 2. Adams not really laboring, he's just being patient with his pitches. As Weaver sends it in the stretch. And we get ball 3 now. We'll see with 2 walks. Well, with 1 walk and 1 on the verge. See if Adams can get Hurst to swing at this one. And he does. This one's going to be hopped out. Second base, shortstop will come up. The throw to first is tagged, and that will be out number 2. Cromwell, though, will move down the line to third, and that will be
The third baseman, number 24, Tyler Marr.
the first threat for Great Falls today. Drops us to Tyler Marr, the third baseman. Adams with the stretch and set. And a swing for strike 1. For Marr, we did not see him yesterday against Butte. Here's the 0-1. And we'll get strike 2 on the look. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go? They're going to check the field with Glenn Welsh, and he says no. Shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder thought it was the side, but we build to 1-2 on the count with 2 outs on the board. Both Gravel and Mulaney made the move to the dugout. This one's going to be a foul ball and out of reach as Weaver goes down on the ground behind the plate. We stay at 1-2. And that one kind of takes a shot to the pride as he tripped over his own self trying to get there. But that's a tough one for those catchers. They've got to try to find that ball coming out of the crouch stance, get the mask off to look for it. Here's the 1-2, and this one will roll down the first base line, and the race will be won by Campbell. So 1 left behind off of the walk, and we go to the top of the third. Vauxhall 6, Great Falls 0. We'll be back right after this on the Missoula Pep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is Missoula's one-stop shop for all your hockey and lacrosse needs.
Check this out.
It may be warm outside, but you can still take care of your hockey fix in their 1/3 sized indoor rink.
Really? Wow, crazy.
Stop in to 1010 North Avenue West and see what they have in store for your hockey needs. Hockey Wolf and Lacrosse Wolf is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we go to the the top of the third inning. Vauxhall Jets leading the Great Falls Chargers 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For Vauxhall, it's their 6, 7, 8 batters. Nick Gravel, the second baseman, to lead things off. Braden Welty is in for his third inning of work. So Gravel will come to the plate for the second time today. And Welty will stretch and delivers a strike over the plate. So Welty lets the pitch come inside, and that one's going to get away from the catcher, Hurst, for ball. Now we're going to have an even count. I clicked the wrong button there. Here's the pitch by Welty. And this one's going to come off of the middle of the bat and hop right between the shortstop and the center fielder. And this will put a runner on to start things off for Vauxhall, and that's the first time today that Vauxhall has put a runner on to lead the inning off. So that takes us to Ty Weavers, the catcher. Weavers 0 for 1. As this one comes off the toe of Hurst and allows the runner to advance to second. As Weavers settles back in, Josh Mullaney in the on-deck circle for Vauxhall. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 2. The pitch now by Welty. And that one will catch the plate as Braden Welty gets into the count at 1-2. Runner at second, no outs on the board. Top of the third inning. Vauxhall earning 3 runs in each of the first 2 innings to make it 6-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch and check swing. It'll go off the knee of the catcher, and we get a 3-1 count. Weavers yesterday 2 for 5 as we have the pitch and a walk to put runners at first and second now with no outs. Josh Mullaney, the center fielder. So Mulaney to settle in. And the pitch by Welty. This one's going to be a little pop foul. Third baseman will have it in the glove, and that will put the first out on the board here in the top of the third. Taking us to Logan Grant, the bottom of the order for Vauxhall. Runners at first and second, one out. Here's Welty with the stretch. And an inside pitch on the left-hander will be ball one. Logan Grant would have a single and a run his first at bat. Bats in the number 9 spot both yesterday and today. As we get the 1-0 taking us to ball two. But Grant yesterday 1 for 5, reached off of an error, an RBI and 2 runs, was struck out his last at bat. Here's the 2-0. And a swing to get Welty into the count at strike one. 2-1. A little bit of a breeze coming up as the American flag starts to wave at us. You can hear it on the crowd mic a little bit. The pitch and a throw down the first base line is going to be over the first baseman's head. That's going to allow runners to advance to second and third now. And we get ball three. Next game is at 12:30, and that is between Great Falls and the Bozeman Bucks. As we get Logan Grant to settle back in at 3-1. One out on the board, runners at second and third for Vauxhall. Here's Welty's pitch. And that's a walk to load the bases. No action in the bullpen. We have not seen a visit as of yet either. As the top of the order, Johnny Volcano comes to the plate. Pitch on the way. Inside for a ball. And here at Allegiance Field, they have some construction going on. They put a new scoreboard in, which is pretty nice. I don't know if you can really make it out in the outfield there, but it's a pretty sweet looking scoreboard they have, all digital. As we get the 1-0. Ball two. But they are putting in here with the home in the Osprey. They also host a variety of events, and one of the big events that they do host is a couple of concerts each year. Is Volcano is going to punch this one foul to get us strike one. 2-1 on the count. Volcano 1 for 2 on the game, singled his last at bat, earning himself a run. Here's the 2-1, and Volcano is going to send this one into right field. Right fielder will track it down, puts it in the glove, and a tag at third, and the runner will come back, and with 2 outs on the board, the bases will stay loaded for Vauxhall.
Number 53, Carlin Dick.
Brings us to Carlin Dick, the right fielder for Vauxhall. Welty puts his foot on the rubber. Left-handed batter. We saw Keller yesterday. He's a left-handed pitcher. We saw Keller yesterday for Vauxhall, and he's a lefty. And in my experience, I've seen a lot of lefties use putting their toe as we get strike one to Dick. But with left-handed pitchers, you usually see them put their toe on the rubber. And with Keller yesterday, he was almost the opposite. About the back half of his foot was on the rubber on the opposite side as we get ball 2. And ball 3 now. 3-0 on the count. 2 walks already on the inning for Welty as he walked Weavers and Grant. 2 outs. Here's the 3-0. And a swing off the middle of the bat will go foul to get strike 1. But as I was mentioning in the previous batter, here at Ogren Park, they do have a variety of events, and one of the big ones is they do a couple of concerts a year. Well, out in the outfield between the yellow sign that says Meineke in left field and the scoreboard, they're going to put in a gate to bring buses in, and the trucks for the concerts, as this one's popped high and deep foul out of play, as it's going to be on the railroad tracks behind the stadium. And we get to a full count at 3-2 with 2 outs on the board. Loaded bases for Vauxhall. The right fielder, Dick, he did single his first at-bat with an RBI. He's 1 for 2. Yesterday, he would go 1 for 3 with a walk, an RBI and a run, as this one's going to be rolled out and into center field. They'll wave around the runner from second as well, and 2 runs will be earned off the single by Dick.
Number 17, Max Grant.
So we come to Max Grant with 2 outs on the board. And runners at first and second now for Vauxhall. And a check swing is actually going to roll down the third base line. It's going to stay fair all the way down the line. And that will load the bases as Wayne Wade will point fair. And that ball found a lane and rolled right perfectly down the third base line to load the bases up.
Number 3, Jay Campbell.
And that will bring out the visit. As they take a look and check in with Welty. Wayne Wade's going to make his way out to check in on the conference. So we've got games today, 12:30 Great Falls and Bozeman, 3:30 Coeur d'Alene and Butte, and then to finish the night off, it is Missoula and Coeur d'Alene at 6. Tomorrow we'll have 3 games and then the championship game at 6 o'clock. So back at 10, Butte versus Bozeman. 12:30 will be Coeur d'Alene and Vauxhall, and then Missoula and Great Falls. And then the championship game will be at 6 o'clock. Right now, Vauxhall leading the charge as they are 2-0. We've got the Bucks, the Mavericks at 1-1. Chargers have a 1-0 record on the tournament, as this one is slapped foul down the third base line for strike 1. It is Shane Campbell at the plate for Vauxhall. Here's the pitch by Welty. And another foul ball will hop up over the netting for strike 2. 0-2 on the count, 2 outs and loaded bases for Vauxhall. They've earned 2 runs here in the inning to make it 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Great Falls will have the bottom of their order, the 8-9 batters, when they get to the bottom of the third, as the high pitch will bring in ball 1. 1-2 on the count. Campbell 0 for 2 with a run. He was hit by a pitch his first at bat, which brought him in to be the second run of the game. Here's the pitch. And a swing. And that will be strike 3, and that will be the side. So Vauxhall will earn 2. They'll leave 3 behind, and we go to the bottom of the third right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. Stewart. Next one over.
Yeah.
So, I'm the guy that does the play-by-play for you guys.
Okay.
And I've got a little bio sheet if you wouldn't mind filling out for me.
Okay. Oh, I think I filled this out online.
Oh, no, this is different.
Okay. Oh, for the radio?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you'll fill that out for me, you can stand right there and fill it out. That'd be fine.
Okay.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton from the Missoula Prep Sports Network, as we have the bottom of the third inning coming up with Vauxhall and the Great Falls Chargers. The Jets leading Great Falls 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. For the Jets, it is Ben Adams on the mound with the bottom of the order, the 8-9 batters, Hunter Houck to lead things off. And Adams will have the first pitch, a strike. A swing for strike 2 to build up to the 0-2 count. And this is baseball experience.
Like,
Mavs A, Pioneers.
okay.
So Hunter Houck, his first at bat of the game here in the bottom of the third, as he'll be struck out by Adams. And that is the third K of the game by Adams. Brings us to Logan Houston, the bottom of the order, with 1 out and nobody on. Adams will slide it in over the plate for strike 1. So 1 down, nobody on. 0-1 on the count, as Adams will bring this in to even the count at 1. The pitch. Inside for a ball. So 2-1. For Houston yesterday, he would bat in the 9 spot once again. This time he would hang out in right field. He's in left field today, as a roller will be to the second baseman. Throw to first, and that is 2 down. Off of 6 pitches here for Adams. Swings this to the top of the order to Travis Stouter. And Vauxhall has action in their bullpen. And I believe, I have to check my sheet here, as we get a foul shot for strike 1. It looks like number 50, and it's not there, so we'll look here. Pitch on the way by Adams, high, Evens us out at 1 on the count. So it looks like number 53 or 58. If it's 58, it's Matt Wiggins. If it's 53, it's Carlin Dick. It can't be Carlin Dick because he's on the field, so it's got to be number 58, Matt Wiggins, warming up in the Vauxhall bullpen as we go 3-1 on the count now to Stouter. Stouter was struck out his first at bat, and that will get us a full count as Wayne Wade will raise the fist for strike 2. Here's the pitch. And inside to walk the batter, and that will be the second walk of the game for Adams. As we go to Derek Spring, the designated hitter. Pitch on the way. And inside on the lefty for ball 1. The stretch by Adams. And we get ball 2, 2-0. We have not seen McTavish come out for a visit for Adams. He's going to let him ride as we've got the batter warming up. Or we've got Wiggins warming up, and that will get us strike 1 to get Adams into the count at 2-1. 2 outs on the board with Stouter at first off of the walk. Great Falls with 1 hit today. And we get an even count at 2. For the designated hitter. Spring did not bat yesterday. He was the pitcher against Butte. And a swing for the strikeout to end the side. So 1 left behind for the Great Falls Chargers, and Vauxhall leads 8-0. Top of the 4th inning coming up right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Montana owned and Montana proud. Your $29 a month Montana Mega Gym. Fuel has premier facilities with the latest equipment, nutrition superstores, high energy classes, refreshing smoothie bars, attentive childcare, expert trainers, and we never close. Best of all, you have access to 6 locations statewide for just $29 a month. That's less than $1 a day. Get Montana strong at Fuel Fitness and Nutrition. Go to clubfuelfitness.com right now to find a Montana location near you.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the top of the 4th inning here at Allegiance Field at Ogren Park with the Great Falls Chargers down to Vauxhall 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. And leading off the inning for
Number 27, Evan O'Toole.
leading off for Vauxhall is the designated hitter, number 27, Evan O'Toole. Braden Welty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound for his 4th inning of duty. We do have a young man warming up for Vauxhall as this one's going to be hit on the first pitch, and it's into center field, secured in the glove, and that's 1 away. 1 pitch, 1 out. Taking us to Nick Gravel. But Vauxhall with, it looks like, Matt Wiggins warming up in the bullpen for Vauxhall. As this one's going to be punched straight up in the air, foul. The catcher is there, and that will be 2 away. And Great Falls will move to the bullpen.
Number 29, Weaver.
Ty Weaver to the plate. And the pitch inside for the ball. Weaver 0 for 2, walked his last at bat. As Welty will deliver the pitch for ball 2, so 2-0 on the count. 2 outs, and this is usually where Vauxhall goes to work. They've been able to put runs on with 2 outs on the board as we get a pitch inside to get Welty in the count for strike 1. Derek Spring went out there, but I don't think that's him warming up. I think he is the guard, as I call it, as we go 3-1 on the count. The person that watches out for the catcher and the pitcher is this one's going to be hit foul towards that bullpen. And it is Spring that is out there protecting, so I have to wait for the young man to turn around so I can see his number, as we're at a full count at 3-2 and a strikeout to end the side. So Welty will have the Jets go 1, 2, 3 the first time today. Bottom of the 4th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Stitches of Missoula is your resource for embroidery and screen printing. Give Stitches a call today at 406-529-2632 to speak with their super friendly staff and have them take care of your embroidery needs. From business logos to team jerseys, Stitches Embroidery can help you and your team look good. Check them out online at stitchesmontana.com to see their full line of silkscreen and embroidery options. Stitches is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the top of the 4th inning. Or the bottom of the 4th inning, I apologize. Vauxhall leading 8-0. A pitching change on the mound for Vauxhall as Matt Wiggins has entered the game. So for Ben Adams, it'd be 3 innings of duty. He would strike out 2, walk 2, 1 hit, and no runs. It's Cale Richards to lead off for Great Falls. So 3, 4, 5 on the inning. Cale Richards, Cal Cromwell, and Josh Lowry. So Wiggins, the right-hander, will set up and a swing for strike 1. And a swing for strike 2, so Wiggins will come in and strike out batters, or get ahead in the count, I should say. 83 total pitches for Adams, as this one's bounced out to the shortstop, and it's not going to be able to get in the glove. And the runner will reach. And I will wait to see if they're going to call that an error or not. And that will be an error. So Vauxhall will have their first error of the game with the reach. Here's the pitch. High, ball 1 to Cal Cromwell, the shortstop. And Vauxhall looking to send another pitcher out, as this one's going to be banged into left field. Left fielder cannot put it in the glove on the dive, and that'll load runners up at first and second for Vauxhall. Brings us to Josh Lowry with runners at first and second and no outs on the board. And they are going to call that one a hit. Runners at first and second. Wiggins steps off the rubber. There are bodies down in the bullpen for Vauxhall, and still trying to get a number off the young man in the first base bullpen for Great Falls as the coach works with him. And Josh Lowry will face his first pitch of the inning. That one's going to be hit right at Wiggins. The catcher, the second baseman, will have the tag. The throw to first won't be in time, but one away off the great play by the shortstop and second baseman. Runners on the corners. So that brings up Braden Hurst. The catcher. Runners on the corners now with one out. Here's the pitch. And it'll be outside for ball 1. Number 6 is who's warming up for Great Falls. And that's Josh Banderob. As this one is hit high in the air, the second baseman secures it, and that is 2 outs on the board now.
Number 24, Tyler Marr.
So Great Falls warming up Banderob as Tyler Marr comes to the plate. Wiggins with the stretch, and he'll put it over the plate for strike 1. Wiggins with the stretch, and a swing for strike 2. Great Falls with the threat at third, a runner at first. Here's the 0-2. And that's a strikeout to end the side. Wiggins coming up and leaving 2 behind for Great Falls. Top of the 5th right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning, warning.
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning, warning. This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
The Missoula Prep Sports Network is Missoula's home for high school sports, and we need your help. MPSN is looking for local businesses to help us cover our local high school athletes by advertising their business on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you know of a business that would be interested in helping the Missoula Prep Sports Network in our coverage of high school sports in the Missoula area, drop us a line by using the Contact Us link at MPSN406.com. MPSN, Missoula's home for Missoula's prep sports heroes.
Welcome back to MPSN. Chris Stratton for the Missoula Prep Sports Network as we are in game number 6 of the 2019 Missoula Mavericks Memorial Day Tournament. Great Falls Chargers and Vauxhall Jets, with the Jets leading 8-0 over the Chargers. Top or bottom of the order for Vauxhall, 8-9-1 is the schedule. Mulaney, Grant, and Volcano. It is Braden Welty on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. We do have Josh Banderob warming up in the bullpen. So, Mulaney will come to the plate. Here's Welty with the first pitch of the inning. Outside for strike one. So Vauxhall would earn 3 runs in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the third to put themselves up 8-0. And then Welty would pitch well through the 4th inning to put a goose egg up for the first time, as this one will be a throw to first off the grounder to the second baseman for out number 1. Brings us to Logan Grant, the bottom of the order, with 1 out and nobody on. And I know that Welty would love to just roll through this 3rd inning to give the Chargers a chance in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch, and Hurst will have to block it for ball 1. Chargers, they have 2 hits on the board. Picked up a hit in the opening inning, and then in that last inning they picked up their 2nd, as Welty now delivers the 1-0. Swung on foul to get a strike 1. 1-1 on the count. For Logan Grant, he is 1 for 2. A single his first at bat that earned a run in the 2nd inning, and then walked his last at bat in the 4th. Here's the pitch, and over the plate. Actually, I should say the 3rd. So 1-2 on the count. And trying to catch the number of the Vauxhall pitcher in the bullpen down the 3rd base line. It looks like 19, Justin Adamowski, as this one's hit right at Welty. He's not able to put a glove on it, but the shortstop will have the high throw, and the first baseman will have to step off the bag, and that'll put a runner at first with 1 out. And they are going to call that an error on Great Falls. And here comes the, looks like we're going to have a pitching change as Banderob is making his way down the line here. The infield will come in, and there's the baseball. So we'll change on the mound. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have a fresh face on the Five Valley Auto pitcher's mound. Back right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Do you have a property you'd like to sell? Maybe you're looking for a new place to call your own. Well, you're in luck, because the Kelly Touch is the local realtor for you. Whether small or large, the Kelly Touch would love to help you find your piece of Montana to call home. From Kalispell to Florence, the Kelly Touch has the experience to help you buy or sell property throughout western Montana. The Kelly Touch, your professional real estate needs met. The Kelly Touch is a proud sponsor of high school sports on the Missoula Prep Sports Network. If you're looking to upgrade your car, stop by Five Valley Auto Sales. From the moment you walk through the door, you'll be in for the best car buying experience ever. From their large inventory to their experienced staff, Five Valley Auto Sales is committed to helping you find the right car for you. View their featured vehicles online at www.5valleyautosales.com or stop by their location at 3300 South Reserve Street in Missoula. Five Valley Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of Prep Sports on MPSN.
Have you recently found yourself in a situation where you need a lawyer? Give our friends at Tip Coburn & Associates a call today. They have been practicing injury, employment, and criminal defense in addition to other areas of law for the past 60 years. Give Tip Coburn & Associates a call today at 406-549-5186 or stop by their website at www.tipcoburnandassociates.com. Tip Coburn & Associates, lawyers fighting for Montana since 1959 and proud sponsors of Missoula Prep Sports on MPSN.
Welcome back to MPSN as we come to the change on the mound. It is Josh Banderob coming in to spell Braden Welty. Welty would go 4 1/3 innings, strike out 1, walk 2, hit 2, and have 8 runs off of 9 hits, 41 total pitches. So that brings us to the top of the order for the Jets now at the plate in Johnny Volcano, who is 1 for 3. Here's the pitch. And a foul shot will get strike 1. Next game coming up at 12:30. And that will be Great Falls and Bozeman. Vauxhall and Missoula, the only teams not doing back-to-back games, as they would open the tournament on Friday night with their games. And a low pitch will get us even at 1. I believe that's a 19 out there throwing for Vauxhall. And that's Justin Adamowski as we get ball 2. 2-1 on the count to Volcano. Carlin Dick in the on-deck circle with 1 out and a runner at first as we get ball 3. So 3-1 on the count. Here's the pitch. And a roller out to the shortstop. A toss to the second baseman. Down the line to first, but not in time. And we'll get the leadoff batter for out number 2. So with 2 outs on the board, and they're going to bring a runner in for Volcano. Logan Dominski is going to come in and run for Volcano. So that brings us to Carlin Dick with 2 outs on the board and a runner at first. Here's the pitch. And we'll get ball 1 to Dick. Dick is 2 for 3. A pair of singles. He's got 3 RBIs on the day, 2 of them in his last at bat. Here's the 1-0. And this one's going to roll past the second baseman, and that's going to be a single. For the Jets. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs to the board, and Max Grant comes to the plate, and we've got a new batter for Grant. And it's number 5, Jackson Clement. Batting in the place of Max Grant. Here's the first pitch to Jackson Clement. Here's the delivery by Banderob for ball 2. So Clement coming in for Grant. Grant was 2 for 3, a pair of singles and a hit by pitch as we get ball 3 now by Banderob. 3-0. 2 outs on the board, runners at first and second. Vauxhall leads 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard. Here's the pitch, and over the plate. I thought we were going to get a walk as Wayne Wade, our plate umpire, hesitates with the fist pump. And that will be a walk to load the bases now with 2 outs. Shane Campbell for Vauxhall, the first baseman, comes to the plate 0 for 3 with loaded bases. Banderob trying to get out of the inning unscathed after taking over for Welty. And a swing for strike 1. It sounded like it got a little bit of contact. The pitch. And low to even us out at 1. So we're looking at a 12:30 game, Great Falls and Bozeman. And a swing. This one's punched way up in the air, short right field. The shortstop will have it in the glove, and that will finish out the side. Vauxhall will leave 3 behind. They won't earn any runs, and it stays 8-0. Bottom of the 5th, right after this on the Missoula Prep Sports Network.
Warning! Warning!
Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash are at it again. They've taken what was already the best wash in town, the best value in town, and made it even better. Now, whenever you gas up your rig at Fast Trip Conoco, you can clean it up for half price. Yeah, you heard that right. When you fuel up your car at Fast Trip Conoco, you can get any wash at Magic Touch Car Wash for half price.
Warning! Warning! This is not a drill.
It's the Gas It Up, Clean It Up special at Fast Trip Conoco and Magic Touch Car Wash on reserve across from Larchmont.
Half-price wash only valid when purchased at the pump or in Fast Trip Conoco.
Welcome back to MPSN as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Vauxhall leading Great Falls 8-0 on the Fast Trip Conoco scoreboard, and a change on the 5 Valley Auto pitcher's mound for Vauxhall. It is Justin Adamowski. So for Matt Wiggins, it'd be 1 inning, 1 strikeout, 1 hit, and no runs, no walks, no strikeouts in 14 pitches. Brings us to the bottom of the order for Great Falls, the 8-9 batters. Hunter Hauk at the plate, and the first pitch in will be a ball by Adamowski. And a check swing will result in strike 1 to even the count out. And I believe we saw Adamowski, as this one's going to be a short flopper into left field, and Great Falls will load a runner on to lead things off. We go to Logan Hughes to the bottom of the order. Houston, a right-handed batter, settles in 0 for 1 on the day. He had a grounder to the second baseman in his first at bat. Here's the pitch by Adamowski, and it'll be dirty inside for ball one as Houston would check swing, and that one came right. And they're going to call that strike one. Okay. I kind of thought it was going to be a strike, but I didn't see Wayne Wade put his fist up, so that's what you get for assumptions. Here's the 0-1, and that will find the plate to go to strike two. And a little hopper as the step on the bag, the throw down the line, and the double play is turned for 2 outs now. Swings us to the top of the order to Travis Stouter, the second baseman. And Stouter, we're going to have a change as number 8 is coming in. That is Cam McNamee. McNamee. So McNamee, first pitch in, he'll see, is a strike. And Adamowski slides it over the plate for strike two. 2 outs, nobody on as the bases were cleared off the double play. And a swing, and that will be the game. Vauxhall gets the win. 8-0 over Great Falls. 8 runs off of 10 hits, 1 error on the board for Great Falls. They would get 3 hits, 3 errors, and Vauxhall would leave 8 behind while Great Falls would leave 4 behind. We're going to go ahead and step aside for a moment. When we come back, we will have the next game at 12:30 between Great Falls and Bozeman. Talk to you in about an hour.
Thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Missoula Sports.
What a rush!
MPSN's coverage of Missoula Sports is proudly powered by Fuel Fitness.
Always, always, always.
Tune in next time when the Missoula Prep Sports Network has coverage of your local sports heroes.
Well, goodbye.